fun interview with Lewis. Sorry I wasn't paying attention to the chat, guys. Let me see. Iron Man, wow, 1100 was also nice. I'm around 2800. So, whoa. So, sorry, dudes. I didn't mean to ignore the chat. That's Todd Tucky.
Oh, and he's not where's Matt?
That's Chris. He signed it for me.
Chris.
Because he signed it for me.
Why doesn't he say Chris and Matt?
Well, because Chris is a jerk and didn't get my name on it.
Yeah, rude.
I know.
I'll beat him up later.
Thank you.
I'll beat him up later.
What'd you say? You can. I don't care. He'll come over here. I'll tell him to his face. I'll tell him. I'll have him turn around.
Picture.
I'll say it behind his back, and then I'll have him turn around. I'll say it in his face.
Look
yeah.
how classy
Wait, do you not know who Todd Tucky is?
No, I've never met him.
Let's get you. Wait, you're on the
you
screen.
see how classy that picture is?
Yeah,
Look how classy
absolutely.
that man looks.
Yeah, he's
just
famous.
sitting there with his like long cigarette holder. If you have one of those, you're automatically.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know where to buy those. I've never bought one before.
What? Oh, a stem?
Like
I bet you can get on it. Yeah, I think it's called a stem. You can probably get them on Amazon, I bet. Well, anyway, so you don't know. Well, we need to get Chris back here to fix this whole shenanigans.
What's going on?
Well, no. So we just have the interview screen up.
Okay.
We need him to come back. Everybody in the chat.
Go live? You can go this one.
No, we're live. I don't want to mess with anything. If you know how to do it.
This one, yeah. Then we'll hit other. Well, we can watch something play.
Oh, and it's good.
Yeah.
It's already there.
That's only Iron Maiden, though. I don't know how to switch to other ones.
Oh, and Iron Maiden got crooked. Well, anyway, that's good. Well, anyway, we'll tell you. So Todd Tucky is he's kind of a local legend here in the PA area. Also, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, viewers, I wasn't paying attention to the chat, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. There were so many dudes talking, and I wasn't paying attention.
Goodness, they were.
I'm so bad at this job. I'm used to sitting in that chair, and I can see the chat.
You want to switch? You can be in charge of the chat?
Well, I can still sit. Now I'm paying attention to it. So we love all you guys there. I'm sorry I wasn't talking in the chat. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Lewis. Oh, I gotta go do that. Cover this. Something like that.
Go for it. So Matt is going to go talk to Bowen.
Vision match play players.
So let's see where we are with Iron Maiden. So Iron Maiden still, high score is 160 million. And we've got Bowen up now. As soon as he is done playing Iron Maiden, he's going to come over here.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Good. All right, what we got going on?
All right, so we are currently watching Bowen Kerins play Iron Maiden. Already got a danger. And as soon as he's done playing Iron Maiden, he's going to come over and hang out with us for a little bit. So we're going to have Bowen Kerins live on the stream. So let's actually, let's make a post about that. How's that?
If you're in the A division, please come up to the tournament area.
I found another Gold Girl game. Just saying.
That's exciting.
I know.
Again, you're all gathered
It's
around.
beat,
We have
though.
fantastic
It's what?
t-shirts. We're
It's
almost
beat,
sold
is
out.
it?
Oh,
You want
yeah.
a t-shirt, buy it now. Don't wait. You're going to be gone.
Oh, there's a nice like little double flip there. Nice. Live catch. I mean, yeah, this
Like
guy's
his-
flipper control is freaking amazing.
It's just unbelievable. It's as if he
Yeah.
stuck his fingers through those buttons all the way up into that play field
Yeah.
and is controlling them. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And when you watch it, you're like, yeah, I can do that. That's why can't I drop catch and just set that ball straight down? Like, why can't I do that? And then it's like, no, you can't because you haven't been playing this much.
Yeah, gotta get the skills there.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The guy is just a living legend, and I cannot believe we actually get to have him on the stream here momentarily.
Step up front.
Catching that and right up the middle ramp. Yeah, they're on the screen. Nice.
All right, so we currently have Bowen on the stream, sort of. We've got him playing. There was a beautiful double tap there between the flippers, straight up to the sarcophagus shot or the esophagus shot. I kept saying the other day. I couldn't stop myself from
Right
it.
up the throat.
I'm like right up the esophagus. All right, so we're in aces high mode. He's got 2-ball multi-ball with the ability to add a ball. You can also stack modes in this game. That's all right.
man.
Ball save. Gonna kick it
Okay.
right back out for him.
So was that a tactical move?
I'm not sure.
All right. I'm gonna go with probably.
I'll assume so. How's that?
Yeah. Oh, that was nice. Did you see that with the upper flipper?
No, I missed it.
He like used the
did
other
you
upper
see that?
flipper to propel it down.
That's oh really?
Yeah. onto
Oh.
the right-hand flipper. Yeah.
That's a little
fucking
ridiculous.
All right.
It's absolutely ridiculous. His flipper technique.
man.
Oh, that was a beautiful double flip to save. He's trying to do a sweep of those drop targets, I believe,
Okay.
which you can do from that right-hand flipper. If you cradle up, you can. There he goes. He got it.
Okay. Now this game has been playing really rough, like harsh. I should
Absolutely.
say. Not rough, harsh.
So he's at 25 million points on ball 2, I believe.
And he's stacking stuff, so you see how he has the mummy ready to go.
Yep.
And wow. Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bowen.
That's a bummer.
All right, get in here.
I think that was a one-finger salute to the game there.
I'm gonna call Matt or Brian and tell him to bring. Oh, there he is.
Me to do it, or do you want to do it?
You're doing it. You're better at that.
I will move my gun. Is this trash?
That beer is mine.
This one's yours.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let Matt do the interview because as much as I love pinball, Matt lives and breathes and eats and excretes pinball. So he just knows way more and can sound way more educated about it. And I don't want to embarrass myself in front of somebody like Bowen Kerins. So I'm gonna let Matt do that interview. Come sit down.
Final game will be played on the bench here between 8 and 9 o'clock. Okay? Who else are we missing now? Alright. No extra votes. You can only choose a game once. You can only choose a game once. Alright? Find your partner.
So-
Head on out.
So if you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to ask Bowen Kerins, go ahead and throw them in the chat. We're going to have him up here momentarily. We were watching him.
Post it on Facebook.
I did. We're currently watching him play Iron Maiden at 44 million points and just being in awe at his flipper technique.
Yeah, so
It's unbelievable.
I'm sure he just told you we're going to interview Steve Bowden, Bowen Kerins. I'm pretty sure he just told you he would turn into a giant child if he had to do it, so he's going to make me do it.
I am.
And
And
You know what's
honestly,
crazy
it's not
is
that
that,
I would
like,
turn into a child.
I
It's
am
just
already a child.
I get nervous, and I don't. You have been doing this pinball thing way longer than I have, so you know the lingo, you know the terminology, you know way more of the games and that kind of thing. I, on the other hand, I know my way around it. I can have a conversation about it, but when we're dealing with a triple A level, a previous world champion, and somebody as humble and amazing as Bowen, I'm gonna let you do that one.
you realize I am not immune to being starstruck.
I know,
right?
I know.
Like, you know what's funny? I'm trying to think of famous people and I can't. One of the Kardashians could come in here and I would not give two blanks.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
No,
care.
either would I.
And I'd be like,
I don't think I
whatever.
could pull them out of a police lineup. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I take pride in that.
But then somebody like Bowen Kerins shows up and I'm like, whoa.
Well, come on. How? The first time we interviewed Jersey Jack, I remember I'm setting up the cameras. I turn around and I just spot Jersey Jack, and I was like, Matt, it's Jersey Jack. It's Jersey Jack. Oh my God, it's Jersey Jack.
It's weird. You pick pick your own celebrity.
Exactly.
You pick your own
And I mean, that's also the other thing that I love about this as opposed, because I consider pinball a sport. We talked
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
before. This sport, as opposed to others, the players are accessible. You can talk to them.
Yeah.
We can interview them. We can have them come on and hang out with us. And like, it blows my mind sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, we're just low-level streamers and we have these like super famous players on. You
Yeah.
know, everybody who's watching this, I can guarantee every one of them has seen a Bowen Kerins video at some point in time.
Oh, well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
The moment you go to a pinball place and you start getting into pinball, and you get into a game and you like that game, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to go home. You're going to look it up online.
All right, so we actually have Bowen up again, by the way.
Yep. You walk into a place, you play a game, you go home. You're like, I want to get better at this game.
Yeah.
You look it up online.
And what
Number
what's
one
the,
thing you do is you go to YouTube and you type something like, World Poker Tour tutorial or World Poker Tour pinball or whatever, and the first thing that comes up always is going to be the Papa tutorials.
Yep,
You
and
know?
it's Bowen Kerins.
And like it's one of those things
Mispronouncing
where,
the House of Game of Thrones,
Yep.
and I still watch it.
Yep, but it's just one of those things where, like, we were talking about it with Steve Bowden earlier. Well, not with, we were talking about Steve Bowden earlier. And that we have these, like, ambassadors to the sport. Like, we have ambassadors to pinball.
Yeah.
And, like, you have these guys who are just kind of doing everything that they can.
Report to the tournament desk.
Like, not just doing everything they can as far as, like, playing and doing well, but, like doing things to help other people get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're talking
absolutely.
about something that, at the end of the day, this is a competitive. If you want to call it a sport, I'll call it a sport. This is a competitive sport. This is a competitive event. And the last thing you would do normally playing in a competitive event is tell people how to beat you.
But see,
you know?
that's also the allure and the draw to pinball that I love. Because if we're playing football and you've got a rocket arm, you've already got a one-up on me. When we're playing pinball, it doesn't matter if you're 290 pounds, I don't know how much you weigh, or 200 pounds.
I'll take 290 pounds. I'll take 290
Whether you're
pounds all
this
day.
big or this big, it doesn't matter. We both are on the same playing field, you know? Like,
Hi, Ruben. Maybe some money for one pinball game. What game would you recommend
All
for
right.
practicing nudging and flipper skills? Oh, all right.
so that's a question for Bowen, I imagine. So I appreciate that. We're going to leave that up in the chat here.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. I promise I'll remember.
Yeah. If anybody else has any other questions or comments, as long as they're appropriate for Bowen.
We could also watch him play pinball.
We are. And I mean, he's on ball 1 still and has already got 47 million. I was kind of expecting this to happen. He just played, he warmed up, he's coming back, and he's going to murder it.
So what is the current high score?
Current high score is still 160 million points.
So 160 million.
Which-
and we were
which-
just talking with Lewis.
Yeah.
And Lewis was telling me
Okay.
he also thinks someone's going to break 200. Because I think someone's going to break 200.
Okay.
We still got 2 days. We still got a day and a half.
So, I mean, when I was playing the other day, before you had gotten there, when I had all the gear set up on the stream, I decided to just sit down and actually kind of like, I don't like to use the term dialed in now because you called it out the other day. When I'm trying to get through the brick-in period of this game, when I figured out, you know, once you get those main shots down, the 7 or 8 main shots, disregarding the upper left flipper, the game really starts to click, and you really start to rack up some of those points. So I was mentioning it earlier. I have yet to put enough time on Iron Maiden to figure out my combo. You know, when I start Game of Thrones, I'm starting on House Stark. I'm going through that, and I have all of the shots that I want to make. Probably, I would say the first 20 shots that I'm trying to make in Game of Thrones, I already know which one. And now, honestly, with Game of Thrones, it might even be more like the first 50 shots that I'm trying to flip, I know. So, because Beck was asking, like, well, is this your favorite new game, Iron Maiden? And
It's mine.
I haven't yet put enough time in it to figure out all of my exact way to go through the game, my strategy. So for now, immediately it has jumped to number 2. Number 1 is still for 2018 games, TNA. Like,
I knew you were going to say that.
I
knew
mean,
you were going to say that.
the fact that I got to listen to the entire soundtrack and start to learn that,
Tragic trade.
it is. But that's okay. He's still got 55 million points on ball 1. So if he does
Wasn't that 2? I don't know.
So if you notice, this key is hanging strategically, blocking the ball in play. Literally, it's covering the one digit that will tell us what ball is in play. But yeah, so TNA is still my.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Bowen. I'm sorry.
Well,
So he's
you-
gonna let that cool down for a minute
you
because that
you
was
missed
ball
it
2.
earlier. So Lewis, who came and sat with us earlier,
Yeah.
I got him to give us a good rundown of the setup of the game.
Okay.
So outlane posts are gone, rubbers are gone from metal posts. The tilt is set like it's tighter than tight.
Yeah.
So like on a typical game where you'd have that pendulum swing and you get a warning, and then like the pendulum would swing, it might hit that tilt ring like 3 or 4 times, but you get a warning there.
Right.
And then you hit it again, it might hit that ring 2 or 3 times, you get a warning there, and then finally you tilt. On this, it's like if it swings and hits the ring, you get a warning. If it swings and hits the ring, you get a warning, and then it swings and hits the ring, you tilt immediately. So it's really
That's
really
rough.
sensitive.
That's rough. It makes me want to go play it just to see what it is that like how hard it is. I mean, like I said, putting up 160 million points on this game, is not bad. It's nothing to scoff at.
But putting up 160 million points on this
game,
this particular machine.
And this one was just unboxed yesterday. If you guys follow our social media, you saw. I'm trying to find where the camera is. If you follow our social media, you saw us unboxing it. So this one, its whole life has lived right here.
Yeah.
You know. Oh man, this particular machine is absolutely brutal. So we got Bowen up again. This is now ball 3 because he tilted out of ball 2. We're in a multi-ball. It looks like we're in Trooper multi-ball. I can't tell. Oh man. Ends with 87 million points.
Oh, did all the balls drain?
Yep.
I wasn't. Sorry. I zoned out.
Oh wait, did they? Yeah. Yeah, so what I noticed on this one, I thought it was just Bill's machine, but it seems like if both balls drain right away, it'll still keep the animations going and the screen active until you hit both flippers, then it kills it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like on purpose or what, but...
I think it's just everything trying to get caught up because it still needs to tally all your points and it still needs to...
Okay.
So it keeps everything going.
Okay. Yeah, but it just seems like as soon as you hit that, then it'll flash the bonus and start calculating your bonus,
Yep.
but it just takes a couple minutes. But I mean, it's still impressive, this game, to within the first week that we've had any time to play it, is already number 2 on my list of new games. You know, I just, it's fantastic.
No,
Keith Elwood knocked it out of the park.
When we were here, when we were in Pinball Gallery, in Malvern, and we were playing it on Wednesday, like, I seriously considered asking them to just be like, yo, can I give you $100 and you let me stay here overnight?
Right.
And I'll just play the game all night.
Right.
Because I really wanted to get more and more time.
Because it's that kind of game. Sure, you've got to go through all of your modes, and I know, at least when I'm playing a game, and you work through all your modes, let's say Medieval Madness, you crank through all your castles, you're just about to fight like the final castle and knock down the thing,
Yep.
and you drain, and you're like, oh man, you're so deflated and so defeated, but then, as soon as you key up, at least for me, as soon as I coin up Medieval Madness, I'm like, it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
right back. And like, it's that kind of exciting game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I think it's like an immediate instant classic.
Yeah, no, it's, oh man. So let's see.
So we're gonna have him on here shortly.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Knock
He
on
should be available here shortly.
This machine is brutal.
It is.
No ball save either.
Yeah. Well, you get a ball save not off the plunge.
Correct. Not off
Yeah,
the
you get a
plunge.
ball save as
wait.
the modes give it to you.
If there's no ball save off the plunge, you make the skill shot. The skill shot typically gives you plus 5 seconds of ball
Does it
save.
still give you that?
Does it still give you that?
You know,
I don't
well, we were talking earlier. Nobody has hit this skill shot, so
Maybe
I'm
Corey
not-
knows. Hey Corey, Iron Maiden. There's no ball save on the regular, right?
No ball save.
When you make the skill shot, it gives you 5 seconds of ball save.
Does it?
Well, in a regular game, it does. Is that also off?
That is also
Okay, that's also off. I was just checking. So yeah, so when the ball save is turned off normally, if you make the skill shot, it doesn't additionally give you. Sorry, I'm also trying to read the chat.
And what's surprising, the fact that this is actually, in my and I believe Matt's opinion, meeting the hype. Is that what's surprising about it? Because, I mean, I'm not one about I'm not a hype man. I don't really buy into that kind of stuff.
Generally not.
But this is the first game that I actually got excited about, and it seems to be on par. It is meeting everything that I thought it would. It's doing it, and what a great game, yeah. So, unbelievable. So we had Bowen finish.
Okay, Ken Rossi, your round is ready.
I think Beck, that coffee was his. No, the clear cup.
Huh? Okay.
Sorry, doing some logistical stuff. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna see.
Coming over here?
All right.
Yeah, you can join in.